Well guys, Chris Vint back with another issue, and today I just wanted to talk about something that I read. Obviously if you've seen my Merry Mikemas, such a tongue twister, video, I got some comics from Mike, and one of them was Starlight. Now, I've been meaning to read this, as everyone who has comics, you know, like once your read pile gets so big, you still add to it. It's not a case of you decide to stop buying comics and you just keep buying and adding to it. So I had some time to sit down today and read some comics. Read Shield #2, which was highly enjoyable, with Miss Marvel, and really enjoyed that. Read Cyclops #9 and enjoyed that too. So I read Starlight and I thought I would come on and do like a quick review of it, because it's not a book that, or a comic series, because I don't like really saying book, a comic series that I was aware of until Mike said that this was his favourite thing that he read of all of 2014. So I just want to show you the covers quickly. So this is #1. This is the main hero, Duke McQueen, and I'll talk about what happens in the storyline in a minute or two. So that's #1. #2. #3. #4. Probably my favourite cover out of them. #5, and lastly #6. So basically, Duke McQueen has saved this planet, you know, like this planet in space, and has saved that and become a hero and thing, and had a statue erected for him, no sniggering, and has come back to Earth, and nobody believes him. The only person that believes him is his wife. His sons don't believe him. There's a bit wherever he's out in the supermarket and the kids come up and go like, "Were you the one who was sucked in the black hole and went to space and saved this planet?" And he goes like, "Well, I don't know about that, but I don't really like talking about it." And he says, "But did it happen?" And he goes like, "Yeah, it happened." And go like, "And did they probe Uranus and then run off?" And the shop clerk says, "Sorry about that, Duke," and he says, "It's okay, I'm used to it." So I'll read you the back of the first issue so you know about this. 40 years ago, Duke McQueen was a space hero who saved the universe, but then he came back home, got married, had kids, and grew old. Now his children have left and his wife has passed away. That's actually the start of it, was kind of him, you know, like his wife must have had breast cancer, because she's, there's a panel where you see her holding her arm up. I'll see if I can actually show it to you here. Should have actually been more prepared. Yeah, so this says like there, "Can you feel a lump under my arm?" You know, so it's kind of the funeral of him thinking about it, and then, you know, that kind of thing. Leaving him alone with nothing except his memories until a call from a distant world asking him for his greatest adventure. From Mark Miller, Kick-Ass, the Secret Service, and Goran Parlov, the Punisher, Fury Max, comes the title that launches the Mirror World universe. So yeah, obviously he's older now, you know, so he gets a visit from, obviously whenever his wife's passed, they said that, you know, she made up like a year later, and they should actually, you know, celebrate her life. But one of the sons thinks that whenever they meet up, it's the 12th, not the 5th, and Duke says, "No, that's whenever his funeral was, she passed on the 5th. And another one just keeps ignoring his calls. Then he's kind of just talking to one of the sons, the one who actually thought it was later, and said, "I hope you didn't go in any trouble." And there's like a big banquet, you know, and he's like, "Oh, not at all, you know, he went to the store." As Mike just mentioned me, saying, "You're welcome." So thanks, Mr. Lacey. This review is in part due to you, so thanks. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, so, you know, kind of like his sons have kind of forgotten who he is. So there's a bit wherever he's actually standing outside having a cigarette, because he always smokes outside, and he sees like this kind of weird shape in the sky, and it's a spaceship that is familiar to whenever he was in, you know, whenever he was on that planet saving it. And this little kid who says that he's 812, but he's actually 8, you know, like in Earth years, is there to get him to try and help save the planet again. But it's really refreshing, because obviously we've seen, like Star Wars came out, we've seen, like somebody save you know, the universe save the planet or whatever. And with this one here, he saved the planet, but now he's going back 40 years later. There's actually a part wherever he's actually going onto the ship, saying that he doesn't want to make sure he's forgot his glasses or his arthritis pills or something like that. So there's actually parts of it wherever, you know, I'm reading it and laughing, and there's bits where I'm going, oh, I like whenever the sons didn't turn up for his food, you know, for the meal. But spoiler alert, I'll ramble on a bit more here. So if you want to go and get it, go and get it now. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's available as a trade, but I don't know how much for it. So yeah, so he kind of goes there. He's kicking ass, and there's a guy who's dressed up. It almost looks like the Fawns, but this is kind of to put him at ease. But it turns out, spoilers, that he's the mole. So he's actually at wherever the rebels, so to speak, are, and he's saying like, yeah, you better just send everything. And it's just a really interesting read. Like normally I would only read a couple issues, but once I started reading issue 1, I worked my whole way through all 6 issues and just thoroughly enjoyed it. So I just wanted to comment on and say to you, you know, like if you're looking for something different to read, you know, like, and you don't want to read, you know, like, or if you're excited for Marvel Civil Wars or Secret Wars Civil Wars, that's a different thing. That's like, you know, something. That's what the next one will be. It'll be Civil Wars, and it'll be like, you know, it'll be like courtroom drama or something. I don't know, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, if you're thinking of getting something different to read that's not done by the big two, I would highly recommend this. It's done by Image. So like if you're wanting something to read, even go and pick up the first issue and see what you think of it, and if you enjoy that, see if you can get the other issues. But yeah, it's something that I didn't think would be, certainly looking at it, because I didn't read the back of it, I would just flick through it. Looking at the front of it, it's not something that you would think that you know, that's the storyline that it's going to be. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, in case you didn't get that from me saying that so much. But yeah, obviously you still have time. If you're watching this and you're a subscriber, my video before this, you can still enter. You have until the 31st of January 2015, so you've only got a matter of days left, because today is the 21st. You've got 10 days left to enter. All you need to do is to, now you need to put this in my other video, not this one. If you were to have a comic character from today, and anyone from the 80s, so you could have, like, say, you know, He-Man, and you could have Captain America or something like that. You could push two together. Who would you do and why? There's been a couple of good entries already, so yeah, go to that video, watch it. It's to do my 400 subscriber contest, and leave a comment. And you never know, you could win. You may win, you may not win, but I get to read them, so I'm the winner. Well, not really, but yeah. So Starlight, thoroughly recommend. Hopefully I'll start doing more reviews of this here, but yeah, really recommend it, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So thank you for watching, and keep flicking the pages, and until next time.